Hello, good evening all. Good evening all. So today's our topic is time, speed, distance, and it will be continued from the last session. So in last session, we discussed a few models from time, speed, distance, right? And today we are going to discuss a few more topics like what we covered yesterday. I'll explain now, and then I'll continue with what we are going to explain today. So just give me 30 seconds so that I can share my screen and we will continue. Just give me 1 second. I'm just opening the file so that we can start the session. Yeah. So before going to explain what we are going to discuss for today's session, I just want to tell you what we covered yesterday. We covered three basic points yesterday. They are like the basic questions, the basics of the basics of time, speed, distance, the formula, distance equal to speed into time, distance equal to speed into time we covered. And we covered the unit conversions, and we covered relative speed concept, and we covered average speed concept, so average speed concept when distance is same and when distance is different. We covered the two kinds yesterday, right? So in today's session we are going to cover, so this is yesterday's session. If you want to check, you can check our uploaded video in YouTube. This is our yesterday's, and today we are going to discuss three topics. One is when people are moving in a circular position. Okay, all these are linear motions. We go straight. We, in the sense, any moving objects, they go straight here. But in what if they move in circular direction? We will see. Okay, and here yesterday we covered one more topic here, the relation between time, speed, distance in different ways also we covered. Like what is the whether distance and speed is directly in proportion or inversely in proportion. We observed these yesterday, right? So today we are going to cover important model, that is trains, and another important concept, boats and streams. Okay, so these two are very important topics. Let us see how we have to solve those questions. Okay, so let me start with the circular motion first, and then I'll explain the concept of speeds and trains, and then boats and streams. Okay, so we will go with the first one. In a 500-meter race, B starts 45 meters ahead of A, but there is a small printing mistake, but A wins the race. Let's just give me 1 second. Yeah, sorry. Let me continue now. In a 500 meters race, B starts 45 meters ahead of A, but A wins the race while B is still 35 meters behind. What is the ratio of the speeds of A and B, assuming that both starts at the same time? So is it a circular motion? I'm not sure. It may be circular motion or a linear motion. I'm not sure, but if I can draw a diagram, okay, for some time I'll just imagine it is a linear motion only. Like just imagine it may be, yeah, it's 500 meters race. No, it was already given. I'm sorry. So it's a 500 meters race. Initially, B starts 45 meters ahead of A. So if A is at zero position, B is here. He is 45 meters ahead of A, right? So B is already 45 meters in front of A. That's okay. But what happened next? But later, at the end of the race, at the end of the race, A wins, but B is still 35 meters behind. So when A reaches the destination, the winning point, the winning post, B is how much behind A? 35 meters. Yes or no? So I can say overall A traveled 500 meters, whereas B traveled only this much. How much? 500 minus 45 and 35. How much here? 45, 35. So it is 80. So B traveled only 420 meters. So I can conclude that when A traveled 500 meters, B traveled only 420 meters. What is the question they asked? What is the ratio of speeds of A and B? Okay, we know that speed is directly proportional to distance, right? So um, just imagine they traveled for 1 hour. So 500 by 1 hour, 420 kilometer per hour, sorry, meter per hour. It's okay, whatever it is, as speed and distance are directly in proportion. Speed is to equal to d1 is to d2, both are same, no? So speed 1 is to speed 2 equal to 420 is to 500. Guys, remember, if it was time, if it was time, not the distance 420 meters or 500 meters, if it was time, then you should not consider like this. You should consider s1 is to s2 equal to t2 is to t1, because t and s are inversely in proportion. See, for this question, yes, we are going with this one only. S1 is to s2 equal to d1 is to d2, as d and s are directly in proportion. So how you can calculate? 0 0 gets cancelled, and 221s to 25. 21 is to 25. Can you see anywhere? A is to B na? I'm sorry. I considered B is to A. So just reverse. A is to B will be 25 is to 21. Can you find it in option A? Yes, option A is the answer. No, I just made a small mistake here. I just considered B is to A, but we need to find out A is to B. A to B. So 25 is to 21 is the answer. Guys, again and again I am telling you, if it was time, we should not consider D1 is to D2. We should consider T2 is to T1, as I mentioned above. Okay. Oh, shall I zoom the question? Sorry, yeah. For the next one, from the next one, I'll zoom. From the next, I'll zoom the questions. Maybe yes, I made it wrong. Yeah, I'll zoom it. Hope now you can see clearly. Two people A and B are running on a circular track. At the start, B is ahead of A and their positions makes an angle of 30 degrees at the center of the circle. When A reaches the point diametrically opposite to its starting point, he meets B. So what is the ratio of the speeds of A and B if they are running with uniform speeds? It's very simple. Just let me consider a circle here. Okay. And say this is the center. So initially A is here. So it's our imagination. Okay. A is here. So from the question, it's very clear B is 30 degrees ahead of A. So what I'll do after in the fourth line, it was clearly mentioned A and B reached each other, met each other exactly diametrically opposite of A. So both people met each other here. Na? So I'll do one thing. This is 30, this is 60, this is 90. Yes or no? Are you getting? Wait, let me write it again. Let me draw it again. So yeah, this is 90. Diametrically opposite means 180 degrees. So I'll just divide it into two parts, 30, 60, 90. Okay. So this is 30 degrees. This is 60 degrees. This is 90 degrees. This is 120, 150, 180. This is our imagination. Okay. Now, initially, when A is at this point, B is at 30 degrees. And what they said, they met each other at 180 degrees. So what they are asking, what is the ratio of speeds of A and B? Okay, imagine here I divided it into total how many parts? Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. So in that 6 parts, A traveled how much distance? I'll go with green color. See here, I'm not using any formula. Logically, I'm solving. Don't ask me why you are taking like this. Just I imagined, I draw a diagram, and I'm going to get the answer. So A traveled this much. Total how much distance? 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers. So A traveled 6 kilometers. Don't ask me how would you know each 30 degrees is 1 kilometer. I'm just imagining. See, ratios, percentages, whatever the values you consider, ultimate value will not be affected. Remember. Okay, for example, if you consider each 30 degrees is equal to 5 kilometers. In this case, A would run 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 fives are sorry 6 fives are 30 kilometers. I just considered 30 degrees is equal to 1 kilometer, so A traveled 6 kilometers. That's it. Here in this case, it is 30 kilometers. It's okay. Whatever the value you consider, ultimately you will get the same answer. Okay. Now they met each other. So B traveled how much distance? I'll go with another color, pink, or I'll go with green, yellow. Okay. B traveled this much distance. So B traveled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 kilometers. So B traveled 5 kilometers. What is their speed ratio? 6 is to 5, which is in option A. That's it. So in the above example, 30 degrees equal to 5 kilometers means 1, 2, 3, 150 degrees. 150 degrees equal to 5 is 25 kilometer. So B traveled 25 kilometers. So what is the ratio of A and B? 5, 6, 5, 5 is still 6 is to 5 only now. So you will get the same answer. Hope it's clear for you guys. Hope it's clear, right? So in ratios, you can consider one value to make it easy, and don't be confused with that 30 degrees. It's very simple. In 180 degrees, 30 degrees will be just 1/6 of the total. Okay, hope it's clear for you. You can zoom it, you can take a screenshot, just make your phone in landscape mode so that you can see the entire question easily. Just take a screenshot of this. If you have any doubts, you can practice it again. Done. So it was recently asked in 2018. Now we will solve one 2016 question here. 1 second. We'll solve one 2016 question. Done. A and B walks around a circular park. They start at 8 a.m. from the same point in the opposite directions. A and B walk at the speed of 2 rounds per hour and 3 rounds per hour respectively. How many times shall they cross each other after 8 a.m. and before 9:30 a.m.? So total we have 1.5 hour time. In 1.5 hour time, how many times they'll meet each other? That is the question, right? Okay, you just do one thing. Just do one thing. Draw a circular ring, and two people are A and B. A is traveling in this direction, B is traveling in this direction. They are traveling in opposite direction, right? So for sure, when two people are or two objects are moving in the opposite direction, what is their relative speed? Will it be added or subtracted? It will be added, obviously, right? So relatively they are moving five rounds per hour. So in 1 hour together they are covering 5 hours, 5 rounds. So indirectly they are meeting 5 times. So in 1 hour they are meeting each other 5 times. How do you know they are meeting for 5 times? Because their relative speeds, their speeds are 2 and 3 rounds per hour. So relatively, as they are moving opposite direction, it will be 5 rounds. So together they are finishing 2 rounds, means they are meeting 2 times in an hour. Okay, so here in 1 hour they are meeting for 5 times. So in half an hour, will it be 2 times or 3 times or 2.5 times? So generally we feel half an hour, 1 hour, 5 times means half an hour, 2.5 times. But can you tell me, just use common sense, can anybody meet half times? Not possible. It should be a whole number, right? So it may be 2 times or 3 times. But if you use common sense here again, okay, just let me change the color. Use common sense. This is a circular line. Okay, just consider it as, just make it as a clock. 12, 3, 6, 9. Okay, in 1 hour they are meeting 5 times. So let me divide. 5 times means total 60 minutes. For each 12 minutes they meet each other once. So this is our imagination. It may not be exact one, but this is our imagination. So in 60 minutes they are meeting 5 times, means in for every 12 minutes they are meeting 1 time, right? So in first 12 minutes, almost here they'll meet once. Next at 24 minutes, at 24, just before 5, they'll meet each other. After 7, at 36 minute, 36th minute, they'll meet each other. So 9:30 means only 2 times now. Are you getting? For every 12 minutes they meet each other, yeah. For every 12 minutes they meet each other. So logically, if they meet each other at 9 o'clock, second time they have to meet at 9:12, next 9:24, next 9:36. So before 9:30 there was only 2 meetings, and it comes in the previous 8 to 9. Okay, 8 to 9. So starting from 8 o'clock, 8:12, 8:24, 8:36, 9 o'clock, again 9:12, 9:24, 9:36. So how many times they are meeting each other? How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So from 8 to 9:30 they are meeting 7 times. Option A will be the answer. Hope it's clear. So few people, you know what they think, they are meeting 8 times, but it is wrong. They are starting from opposite directions at 8 a.m. and few people, they'll consider 8 as well. They'll consider 8 as well, but you should not consider 8, as they are not starting from the same point. They are starting from opposite points. Okay, so exact answer is 7. Option A is the answer. Okay, now before going to the next question, I just want to tell you a program offering by RamSai IAS with the name Super 30. So what is the Super 30? The name itself is indicating that we are going to give admission to only 30 people. Even if we get more more people, we are going to give only admission to 30 people, and this is exclusively for those people who cleared or narrowly missed prelims examination. So those whoever already trained outside, they can be eligible for taking this course. And if you want to get admission for this course, you have to go through an online interview session, and we are filtering people. Why we are in filtering people? Because for limited number of people we are giving this course at less than 50% of the price what you are paying outside. So just imagine, if you are paying 100 rupees outside, it will be hardly 35 or 40 rupees. So for nominal cost we are providing this course, and that too the environment will be very very competitive there. Everybody beside you will work hard for the same cost, clearing mains and to be eligible for interview. Okay, and here we will guide you people for interview as well. So this program is going to start from 10th June. After your May prelims examination, to get admission, you can contact to this number. You can call us or you can contact us through WhatsApp. So this number, take a screenshot and you can contact us at any time. So now we will solve problems from trains. But before going to solve questions from trains, let me explain you the entire concept. Guys, see, this is a bit interesting one, and I'm going to turn on my camera. Just look at me at right top corner. There I'll explain. Okay, for some time I'm going to increase the length. I'll try to increase the length because you have to look at me. Okay, I think I could not increase. It's okay, I could not increase. At right top corner you can see me, right? So trains concept is very 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 interesting one. Yeah, if you can involve, you will enjoy it for sure. So trains, normally whatever we discussed till now, the two objects are very smaller one. See, two people are crossing each other, two cars are crossing each other, or else police is chasing a thief, or two bikes. So all these are very small objects, yes or no? But when you consider train is very big object which has more length. Maybe each train will be of 250 meters a minimum, yes or no? Some trains they are 500 meters, 700 meters. So we cannot neglect their length. So while considering trains, considering their length also equally important here. Then when we consider length of the object, then the entire concept changes, no? So that's what in trains we are going to discuss. So now, trains, we have total four different cases here. If you can understand four different cases, I'm sure you will solve any problem from trains. And if you observe the trend in CSAT, to be frank, we are getting very less number of questions from trains, but in the last 3 years we are getting one question. And to be frank, if you can understand the four cases which I'm going to explain now, which take hardly 15 minutes, you can solve any question from trains. So why to miss 2.5 marks, the easy marks? So don't miss it, follow me. And hopefully this year we will get at least one question, maybe we will get two questions from trains. So what are those four different cases? See, imagine, see, this pen is the train. This pen is the train. Here, the length we cannot neglect. The length of the train cannot be neglected, right? And imagine, yes, this is a person or a pole. Okay, this is a pole or a person who is in the stationary position. Stationary position. Now, this person is waiting for the train, and the train is coming. So now, can you understand? This train is coming like this. This train is coming like this. Now tell me, is it crossed the pole? No. Is it crossed the pole? No. Is it crossed the pole? No. Yes, now it's crossed. So a train is crossing a pole means not just the engine or the middle bogies. Till the end, it should cross the person. So indirectly, if I make this train constant, how much distance the person moved? So relatively, here the person is not moving, he is stationary. The train is moving. But indirectly, if you observe clearly, how much distance the person traveled? Whatever the length of the train we have, that much distance he traveled, no? So in this case whatever the distance the train traveled to cross the person is nothing but the length of train itself. So before that, let me draw a small diagram for you people. Mm, just draw let me draw a table so that you will understand this concept easily. Just give me 1 minute, but I'm sure you can take a screenshot of this. That's the reason I'm taking some extra time, but just give me, be patient, okay? So the 4 different cases I'm going to draw now. In each case, okay, just remember this. Just remember, in each case, only distance and speed changes. Distance and speed changes. Time we have to calculate based on distance and speed only. So in trains, the importance is for distance and speed. Okay, so speed is nothing but relative speed occurs here. So I'll do one thing. Yeah, done. So you can take screenshot after this. That's the reason I took some time. Okay. This is the case I'm going to explain. First column is for case. So which case it is? There are total 4 different cases. And the first one is distance, and the second one indicates speed. Okay. So now in the first case, a train cross imagine this is a train. I know it is not looking like a train, but you have to imagine. Okay, a train is crossing a pole or a person who is in the stationary position. So here speed of the person or speed of the pole will be 0, and the the length of the train is L, and the train is moving at a speed of s kilometer per hour. It may be kilometer per hour or it may be meter per second. We are not bothering, but a train is crossing a person. In this case, distance traveled by the train is, I already explained, how much distance it is traveling. Indirectly, the length of the train itself. So distance, in place of distance, we have to consider length of the train directly. And what is the speed here? See, in trains, we should always consider relative speed. Relative speed here, whether they are moving in the opposite direction or in the same direction. Wait. Where the second object is moving here, it is a stationary object, no, whether it is a pole or a person standing. So there will be relative speed, but not exactly. So speed, in place of speed, we can consider speed of train directly. So hope it's very clear for you. Total distance traveled equal to length of train, and the speed, relative speed, will be speed of train alone. So now the train will cross a pole, not pole, a person, but this time person also runs. So person also will have some speed here. So similar one, the above case only, but here a small modification, the person also moves. So speed of train is s1, and the person also runs here. Okay, so with s2 speed. But here I'll tell you one thing. The person may travel in the same direction as train or maybe in the opposite direction. So I'm putting 2 arrows here. But in this case, okay, when you consider the length of train and the size of person, is it negligible or not? You see, the entire length of train will be half kilometer, but I am just this much length, right? I'm very thin. So when we compare with the train, so we have to neglect the length of the person, the length of the second object. So total distance traveled by train while crossing a person who is in the motion is length of the train itself. But speeds changes. The train is traveling with a speed of, say, 30 kilometer per hour. See, it is happening at railway station, right? So obviously speed of train decreases. Okay, train is coming, chalo, we will go behind the train, no, along with the train. So while we are running, we may travel with at least 10 kilometer per hour speed while the train is traveling at 30 kilometers per hour speed. And now you cannot neglect that 10 kilometer per hour speed. Yes or no? So there we have to consider relative speed. Relative speed, what is relative speed? We know na, s1 plus s2 when the two objects are moving in the opposite direction, but it will be s1 minus s2 when they are moving in the same direction. So differentiate the arrow directions. Hope it's clear for you, right? So one is speed of train, one is speed of the object, speed of the person in this case. Okay, and rarely you can find a car is traveling parallel to the train. In that case also the same, the length of train and the length of car. So when we compare the two, length of car will be negligible, right? But speed cannot be negligible. S1, S2. So we have to consider relative speed. And the third one, this time combination of first and second cases. First case and second case we have to combine. So we know this is case one, this is case two. So third case is combination of first and second cases. A train is not first and second case. Third is different here. Third is different only, my bad. So a train which has length L1 is crossing a bridge or a platform. So here bridge speed is 0. Yes or no? Bridge speed is 0 because bridges never walks, bridges never runs. Our platforms also never runs. Their speed is 0. But speed of train is, yes, it has some speed. Say yes, S is the speed of the train. Okay, just consider S is the speed of train. But here length of bridge cannot be negligible. Length of platform cannot be negligible. Are yaar, we generally observe sometimes length of platform will be more than length of train. Then how can you neglect it? So in this case, you cannot neglect the length of train, length of platform, length of bridge, right? So in this case, speed will be 0. So there will be no relative speed. There will be no relative speed when second object is not moving. From where you will get relative speed? Yes or no? But the distance changes. What will be the distance? Distance will be L1 plus L2. Why it is L1 plus L2? Just imagine this is a bridge and this is the train. Okay, look at me on top right corner. So bridge is here and the train is on my right hand. So train is coming. Is it crossed the bridge? No. Going. Is it crossed? No. So now the two are parallel. Is it crossed? Still no. Crossing means it should go and it should cross till here. So starting from here, the train should cross the bridge like this. So how much distance they are traveling? The entire distance and the entire distance. So entire length of the bridge and then entire length of the train. So L1 plus L2 together. Don't imagine that, okay, hello, Sriram, see, here it starts and here it ends. So length of bridge once, length of train two times. No, yaar. No. See, it starts here, but the first bogie is moving this much direction. So one total, it crossed total length of bridge. So by the time they are parallel, and then one length of train. So it is L1 plus L2 only. Most of the people, they'll be confused. They'll take two times of train length and then bridge. No, one time of length of bridge, one time of length of train is enough. L1 plus L2, but there will be no relative speed. Okay, and now the final case, combination of 2 and 3. We should consider two lengths, but there should be relative speed. So where it will be possible? It is possible in the case of two trains. Okay, so this is L1, L2 traveling with S1, S2 speeds. We don't know whether they are moving in the same direction or opposite direction, but total length they traveled, total distance they traveled equal to L1 plus L2 only. But speed, it depends. It can be S1 plus S2 or it can be S1 minus S2. It depends on what? Their direction. It depends on their direction. S1 plus S2 when they are moving opposite direction as shown in the photo. Okay, but S1 minus S2 when they are moving in the same direction. Okay, so this is very, very, very important. And if you can understand this entire diagram, solving questions will be very simple. So you just do one thing. Yeah, please take a screenshot of this. This is very important. You can take it as a reference. Just take a screenshot of this. Hope the four cases are very clear for you. Hope the four cases are very clear for you. And any problem, you just have to substitute in the four cases here. That's it. Is it clear? Done. So we will solve the first one. We'll solve the first question. So what's the question? Okay. A train of 1200 meters crosses a tree in 120 seconds. In how many seconds will it cross a bridge of 700 meters? So from the first line, the train of 1200 meters crosses a train at a tree in 120 seconds. From this, you can find speed of the train. Speed of the train is equal to distance by time. Distance is nothing but length of the train, 1200 meters by what is the time taken, 120 seconds. So second time, how many seconds will it take to cross a bridge of 700 meters? So when a train is crossing a bridge, it should be distance should be both length of train plus length of bridge, right? So this is equal to speed into time. And now length of train is 1200 meters plus length of bridge is 700 meters and its speed is 10 meter per second. How much time it will take to cross it? How many seconds? So 1200 plus 700 is 1900, 10 into t. So time is equal to 190 seconds. 190 seconds. Can you find 190 seconds in options? Yes, C is the answer. Okay, just take a screenshot. If you have any doubts, you can cross check after this session. I'm just checking if there is any comment. Done. So see how simple the question is. It was not asked in the exam, but we are getting similar models, and the three recently asked questions we will see at the end. Okay, a train of 200 meters crosses a bridge in 25 seconds. Okay, train is crossing a bridge means third case, remember. Okay, so distance equal to length of train plus length of bridge here. Okay, fine. And train length is 200 meters, but bridge length, okay, we will see in 25 seconds. If the speed of the train is 36 kilometer per hour, what is the length of the bridge? See, if you observe the length of bridge, length of train, and time taken, everything is in seconds and meters. Then why speed in kilometer per hour? Just convert it into meter per second, but directly you can convert distance equal to speed into time. We know speed into time, so distance equal to speed, sorry, what is the speed? 36 kilometer per hour. Just convert it into meter per second by multiplying with 5 and divide with 18 into what is the time taken, 25 seconds. So only one unknown we have, that is length of bridge. You can find it easily. So how can you do that? 18 twos are 36, 5 twos are 10. 10 25s are 250. 200 plus what gives you 250. So length of bridge will be that 50 meters, which is in option B. Hope it's clear for you. It's a very simple, yeah, very simple. You have to use those four cases. That's it, nothing else. And of course, unit conversions, it is mandatory. You also know that, right? So the next one now, two trains of lengths 420 and 280 meters are moving in the opposite directions with speeds 132 and 120 kilometer per hour. In how many seconds will they cross each other? So unit conversions are very, very important, and just take 60 seconds and try to solve this question on your own. Take 30 seconds and try to solve on your own. Make it fast. 20 seconds more. 5 seconds more. Done. Time up. So two trains of lengths 420 and 280. Immediately you can find the distance here. What is the distance when they are crossing each other? 420 plus 280. You can add them directly. No need to wait. 700 meters is the distance they are going to cover. That's it. And they are moving in the opposite direction. So speeds will be S1 plus S2. Yes or no? 132 plus 120. 252. Speed equal to 252. What we need to find out, how many seconds they hey, wait, 132 120, okay, but this is in kilometer per hour, so I'll convert it into meter per second. 5 by 18. Yes or no? So now what we need to find out, in how many seconds they'll meet each other. So time is equal to distance by speed. So distance equal to 700 by 252 into 5 by 18. So 252 by 18 will be how much? 14. So I'll go with another color. So 700 by, okay, 7 ones. Is it clear? So it is just about the calculations. It's just about the calculations. Hope it's very clear for you. But every time you should consider the units. You should consider the units. Be careful with the units. Okay. So let's solve another problem from trains. Okay. Two trains 400 meters, 560 meters long are running in the same direction. They cross each other in 180 seconds. If the speed of the slower train is 48 kilometers per hour, what is the speed of the faster train? So I'll write it directly. Just watch it and try to understand. Are running in the same direction. So same direction. 120. So hope it is clear for you. This is the equation I can write. distance equal to speed into time. As they are moving in the same direction, I just subtracted. Then why x minus 48? Why not 48 minus x? Because slower train always be the second one, right? Speed cannot be in negatives. So that's the reason. So let me finish these calculations. So 10 into 5, 50, right? So 10, 0 cancel, 5 20s. So x equal to 20 plus 48, that equal to 68. How simple it is, right? So now we will solve few questions asked in the previous examinations. So 2018 CSAT question, guys, you can solve it very simple. 3 questions I'll solve in 3 minutes. A train of 200 meters long is moving at a rate of 40 kilometers per hour. How many seconds will it take to cross a man standing near the railway station? So this is first case. In first case, distance equal to length of train itself, and speed, there will be no relative speed, so speed of train itself, and time is time only. I don't know why it is a bit late here. I'm writing, but it is getting a bit late. And of course, you people are watching the video by 1 minute late as we are streaming through Zoom, right? So length is 200 meters. 200 meters is equal to speed. Speed in equal to 40 kilometer per hour, but you have to convert it into meter per second. And time you need to calculate. So just do this calculation, you'll get answer. That's it. Done. It depends on how fast you are while calculating. And the next one, a train of length 150 meters moving at a rate of 90 kilometer per hour crosses 200 meters bridge in dash. So bridge, when you are considering, the total distance will be length of train plus length of bridge, that is 350 meters, is equal to speed 90, but you have to convert it into meter per second. So do the calculation. 0 0 cancel, 9 ones, 9 twos, 5 sevens. So 7 into 2, 14. 14 seconds, option B is the answer. Are you getting how simple the questions asked in CSAT? But you should know that 4 cases, right? So this is the last question. We can see it was asked in 2010, running at a speed of 60 kilometer per hour. A train passes through a 1.5 kilometer long tunnel in 2 minutes. What is the length of the train? Okay, running at a speed of 60 kilometer per hour. 2 minutes means 120 seconds. 120 seconds. It is a bit late. Okay. 120 seconds. 60. Can I write it as 16 to 5 by 18? I'm just converting into meter per second. But the total distance is 1.5 kilometers, means 1500 meters. Yes or no? Why it is too late? Too slow. See, I'm writing, but it is not visible. It's okay. Plus length of the train. Hope it is clear for you. The equation 1500 meters long tunnel plus length of train is equal to 120 seconds into 2 minutes, means 120 seconds only, into speed 60 into 5 by 18. I just converted the units. Then tell me what is the total value. So just go with this. Yeah, fine. 6 threes, 6 tens. Yeah, be patient, please. 2000. 1500 plus L equal to 2000. So L will be 500. It is getting too late, too slow. Option B is the answer. It's just about the calculations. Okay, now we will see the last model, that is boards and streams. But before going to explain you the concept of boards and streams, I just want to tell you about the program offering by RamSai IAS, that is Grit 90. What is Grit 90 here? Grit 90 is a program offering by RamSai IAS for those people who want to pursue their career as a civil servant, right? So from the basics, normally after finishing the graduation or post graduation, people starts preparing for civils, right? So for those people, you can suggest your friends or you can suggest your cousins for this program. It's completely a residential program, and it will be for 10 months, and we are taking only 90 people, 45 girls and 45 boys, as I told you yesterday also. Last year we got around 1500 admi applications for Grit 90 program, but we considered only 45 boys, 45 girls here. And those who ever got admission, almost everybody, they are going to clear mains, prelims, and will be eligible for interview. And the beauty here is we will train you for complete basics to final selection. There you need not to take different packages for different courses, like for prelims one package, mains one package, interview preparation one package, and optional subjects one package. No, nothing, one stop destination for you. And the course is going to start from 7th August 2022. For admissions, you can contact us to the given number here. Just take a screenshot and you can suggest to your friends. So the next concept is boards and streams. So let me explain what is boards and streams. Generally, yeah, I think it is getting slow as I turned on camera, so I'll just off it. Okay, so generally water flows from up to down. Everybody knows that generally water flows from up to down, but boat may travel from up to down or down to up. It changes. And wait, there boat travels from one place to another place, but there is a small difference between road transportation and water transportation. If a car is traveling from A to B, okay, let me draw it. Still it is slow. If a car is traveling from A to B, it goes straight, and there will be no external forces acts on it. But when a boat is traveling from A to B, okay, from A to B, it will be some up and downs. Not only boat speed of the boat, but water speed also affects on it. Generally, whenever we are walking, when a storm comes, or when we get some bigger airflow, we will go with some extra speed, no? When we are in storm, we go with some extra speed. Of course, whenever we are traveling against the storm, we go with very low speed. Why? Because the speed of storm or the speed of wind acts on us, right? Similarly, when boat is traveling from one place to another place, it travels by water, and water is not still here, not in standstill position here. Wait, what is standstill? Standstill means in water head tank, water never flows. It will be in constant position, right? So of course they may go like that, but speed, there will be no flow of water, right, in overhead tank. So there, the speed of boat, just imagine we have a boat in a bigger swimming pool, small boat. In swimming pool, water never flows from one place to another place. In river, yes, it flows. In oceans, yes, it flows. But in swimming pool, no, water never flows, right? So whatever the speed of boat we have in a swimming pool, that is speed of boat alone. So we call it as speed of boat in still water. Okay, but in river, when water is traveling, when water is flowing, speed of boat will be affected by it. So let me draw a small diagram so that you will understand. From A to B, water is always flowing from up to down, no doubt in that. Whenever a boat is traveling from up to down, remember, imagine boat speed is u kilometer per hour. Boat speed is u kilometer per hour. Okay, I'll write on the top. It may be kilometer per hour or meter per second. That is secondary thing. It is u. And speed of water or speed of current, both are same. Speed of water, speed of current, both are same. That is v. So whenever boat is traveling from up to down, we call it as downstream. Downstream. When water is flowing from up to down, we call it as downstream. So whenever boat is coming downstream, not only you, but we also flowing in the same direction. Na? We call it as effective speed. So effective speed in downstream will be what? Downstream. Speed is equal to u plus v. Yes or no? See, these are not formula here. We are just considering all the different cases. So whenever boat is traveling from up to down along with the current, along with the water, along with the flow, we call it as downstream. So what is boat speed in downstream? That is u plus v. Water also adds na. So generally whenever wind comes behind us, we will go with some extra speed because of wind. So we call it as effective speed. It is not relative speed, it is effective speed. Here water is not an object, it is affecting the speed of boat. So effective speed in downstream will be u plus v. So shall I consider it as a, just for our reference, a. Similarly, when boat is moving upward direction, see, it will be very difficult for boat, na. So we call it as upstream. So here water is opposing the speed of boat, na. So that's the reason v minus u minus v. And remember, it never be v minus u, because if water speed is more than speed of boat never moves forward, it goes back, right? So it will be u minus v, and I am just putting the name for it as b. So shall I make everything at one point, at one place? So boat speed is u and water speed is v. A is u plus v, that is downstream speed, and b is u minus v, which is upstream speed. So from the two equations, I'll change the color, and with green I'll write. Right, my bad. So a equal to u plus v, b equal to u minus v. So if you look at the relation, vv gets cancelled, to u equal to a plus b. All right. So from this I can write u equal to half a plus b. Guys, these are very important. So similarly, if you just change the equation, similarly, v will be half of a minus b. Just go with the same equation. Similarly, when you subtract second equation, v plus v, u gets cancelled because it will be minus u, and a minus b, right? So v will be half of a plus b. Guys, remember, first equation, second equation, third equation, fourth equation. These four are very important, and first of all, take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of this. This is very important. Done. So using these four equations, we are going to solve all the problems from boards and streams. So let me solve the first one. Guys, remember these four. If possible, note it on a paper now. Note down on a paper. A equal to u plus v, b equal to u minus v, u equal to half of a plus b, V equal to half of A minus B. So here U is boat speed in still water. See, this is the case in still water. In still water. Okay. So done. We'll go with the first question here. We'll go with the first question. I don't know why, but the system is very slow today. Hope you can see. The boat can row upstream at 10 kilometer per hour. So B equal to 10 kilometer per hour, and downstream at 20 kilometer per hour. Downstream at 20 kilometer per hour. What is the speed of boat in still water? So what is the value of U? We know that U equal to half of A plus B. A plus B is 20 plus 10, 30. Half of 30 is 15. Option D is the answer. You need not to think twice. Directly you can answer these questions. Okay, so the next question, a man can row, once again, let me make it bigger. A man can row the stream at 20 kilometer, downstream at 20 kilometer per hour. So A equal to 20. The speed of flow is 8 kilometer per hour. V equal to 8 kilometer per hour. So what is the speed of man against the speed? So B equal to what? We know that V equal to half of A minus B. If you substitute 8 equal to half of 20 minus B, B value will be 8 2s are 16, 20 minus 16 equal to 4, which is in option D. How simple it is, right? So now before moving to the next question, I just want to explain you another program offering by RamSai IAS, that is IAS Bridge 120. In this Bridge 120, we are offering this course for those people who are in final year of their UG or PG. So generally, whenever we are going to the college, we cannot spare much time for the institutes, right? So in this program, you can maintain or you can manage your regular colleges and UPSC parallelly. So you can see everything on screen. It's a 1-year program offering 4 days a week from 7 to 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. so that you can manage your regular classes in college and these classes at a time. So that's it. If you have any of your cousins, you can refer this program to them, and it is going to start from 24th of July. So let's solve another 3 questions in just 2 minutes. The speed of boat. Okay, let me increase the size. Great. The speed of boat is 20 kilometers against the current. So speed of boat against the current is B, 20. And it is 30 kilometer with the current. With the current means along with the flow. So A. What is the speed of the flow? V equal to half of A minus B. Half of 30 minus 20, 10. Half of 10, it's 5 kilometers. So just the formula. Okay, those 4 formulas are important. Just have to implement the 4. Next one. The boat can row 3 kilometers upstream in 36 minutes and downstream in 18 minutes. What is the speed of boat in still water? Yes, this is the real question, we can say. The boat can row 3 kilometers upstream in 36 minutes. So, one second. Upstream. So B equal to 3 kilometers. Yeah, one second. Yes or no? Are you getting what I am writing? I am just converting it into speed. Speed equal to distance by time only, na? Um, but why I multiplied with 60? Because I am just converting it into kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour. Okay. So now what we need to find out, what is the speed of boat in still water? U equal to half of A plus B. B equal to 5. Yeah, I did a small mistake. This is 3, but I put it as 30, 36. So 3 ones, 3 sixes. This is 10, 10. 10 plus 5, 15, 15 by 2 is 7.5. So you should understand this point. We are just converting kilometer and time into speed. Speed equal to distance by time. And why I multiplied with 60? Just to convert it into hour. So 36 minutes, I'm just converting into hours by multiplying with 60. So this is as simple it is. And the next problem with this, we are going to wind up today's session. A man takes half time in rowing a certain distance downstream than upstream. So what is the ratio of the speeds in still water to the speed of current? So we know that U plus V, which is nothing but A. Okay, wait. Before going with this, and I'll just explain you the ratio of the two currents. A is to be equal to dash. The man takes half of the time rowing certain distance downstream than upstream. So can I write it as 2 is to 1 or 1 is to 2? So will it be 1 is to 2 or 2 is to 1? Normally it should be 1 is to 2 because it is giving time. But according to the time, it is 1 is to 2. But time and speed are inversely in proportion, no? So speed and time are inversely in proportion, no? That's the reason we should consider it as 2 is to 1. It is not 1 is to 2, it is 2 is to 1. Because time and speed are inversely in proportion. If you don't understand, no problem. Just take a screenshot and try it on your own again. So as speed and time are inversely in proportion, I am taking downward direction and upward direction as 2 is to 1. Okay, this is time. The given is time, but this is speed. Remember, A equal to U plus V. B is U minus V. Can I write it as U plus V equal to 2U minus 2V? So if I take U this side, it will be U. If I take V this side, 3V. So U by V equal to wait, 1 is to 3. Is it 1 is to 3 or 3 is to 1? Just confused. Let me check it once. Equal to 3V. Oh, that's a mistake I did. Okay, from here. Yes. Yeah. When I take V to this side, it will be down. Yeah. U is to V equal to 3 is to 1. So option D will be the answer. Hope it's clear. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this and you can try it on your own. So guys, hope you got clear idea on complete time speed distance covering with relative speed, average speed, and the basic concepts, and in the circular motion, trains and boats and streams, everything we covered. And tomorrow we will come up with another topic. So tomorrow at the same time, 8 o'clock in the evening, we will come up with assumptions and conclusions. It's very 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 logical kind of topic. So We'll meet with that tomorrow by 8 p.m. Please inform it to your friends. So don't forget to join the sessions. Till then, bye bye.